Hello friends, I am Rajeshri Patel from Shri M. Patel Institute of Sciences and Research, Gandhinagar. Today I am going to discuss about factors affecting electrophoretic mobility under the topic electrophoresis. In previous lecture, we have already discussed the basic principle of electrophoresis. So today in this lecture, we will discuss in detail the factors affecting electrophoresis mobility. So there are four factors that affect the electrophoretic mobility. First is charge, size and shape of the sample. Second, electric field. Third, adsorption and molecular sieving property of supporting medium. And fourth, composition, ionic strength, pH and temperature of the buffer. So let's see every topic in detail. First is the effect of sample. As I have said earlier that electrophoresis is a technique for separation of biomolecules based on the charge. It also separates the biomolecules based on the size and shape of the sample. So, charge to mass ratio of the sample dictates its electrophoretic mobility. Now, today we will discuss not only charge and size of the particle will affect electrophoretic mobility, but shape of the molecule also will affect the electrophoretic mobility. So first we will talk about the charge. Higher the charge on the molecule, greater is the electrophoretic mobility. And the charge, net charge density onto the any molecule, it depends on the pH of the medium. Already we have discussed in earlier lecture that if we take acidic pH for the separation of biomolecules, then and if it is protein molecule, then it may be possible that net positive charge of the protein will increase. And we can say that if we use basic buffer for the separation, then protein molecules have more negative charge. So we can say that the charge depends on the pH of the medium, and if the charge is high, then the electrophoretic mobility will be also high. Second is size of the sample. The bigger the size of the sample, the mobility of that sample ions will be smaller compared to the small particles. Third is the shape of the sample. Say for example, globular protein will migrate faster than the fibrous protein. Another example is circular DNA, linear DNA and compact chromosomal DNA structure. As all three structure of DNA have different shapes. So due to different shape, they have differential migration under the influence of electric field. So for example, linear DNA will stuck inside the pore structure of support matrix. So the movement of linear DNA will be slower, and in comparison with the linear DNA, circular DNA have more diameter, so they will not never will stuck inside the pore. So they will move from the void spaces of the pore and they will migrate faster. So we can say that shape also affect the electrophoretic mobility. Second factors that affect the electrophoretic mobility is effect of electric field. So normally the rate of migration is referred to as mobility of the ion under the unit potential gradient. Normally if we increase the potential gradient, then rate of migration will increase, and when we give potential gradient between two electrodes, the current will pass through the buffer between two electrodes. Normally क्या होता है कि जो दो इलेक्ट्रोड होते हैं, when we give electric field and we generate potential difference between two electrodes, then the current will pass between these two electrodes. Now current produced between these two electrodes normally carried by the buffer ion, and only a small proportion is carried out by the sample ion. So if you increase the potential difference between two electrodes, the movement of the buffer ion will increase, and if movement of the buffer ion will increase, movement of sample ion will also increase. So we can say that increase in the electric field, we can increase the rate of migration. But if the current is not controlled, then the temperature within the electrophoretic cell may rises, and it will leads to decrease in the viscosity of the solution, as well as decrease in the solvent volume. So if viscosity of the solvent decreases, then movement of the buffer ion will increases, and increase in the movement of buffer ion leads to increase in the rate of migration. But the rate of migration of sample ion will decreases. So increase in temperature also leads to decrease in solvent volume, therefore increases buffer concentration, and if concentration of buffer increases, it will leads to more current being carried out by the buffer ion. If more current is carried out by the buffer ion, then buffer ion will move faster and sample ions move slowly, and the separation is slowed down. So this is the effect of electric field. Next is the effect of support material or support matrix. So normally inert material is used for the separation of biomolecule. So this inert medium can exert adsorption and molecular sieving effect onto the particle. It will leads to rate of migration. So we will go into detail. First of all, adsorption. What is adsorption? So adsorption is a retention of a component onto the surface of a supporting matrix. So if the sample molecules retain or strongly adsorb onto the support matrix, then the rate of migration of sample ion will be retarded. But if the sample ions will absorb less onto the support matrix, then the rate of migration will be faster. So in this way, adsorption of sample molecules onto the medium also affect the rate of migration. Second is the molecular sieving. Normally, as a support medium, polyacrylamide, agar, starch and Sephadex have been used, which have cross-linked structure, which gives rise to pores within the gel bits. Say for example, in Sephadex, molecules larger than the pores are excluded from entering the gel bits, and hence migration of such larger molecule will be faster. But the smaller molecules will pass through the gel bits and they will stuck inside the gel bits, hence the retardation of migration. But in case of polyacrylamide, starch and agarose, the larger molecules are also made to squeeze through the pores, because in such gel the size of pores is somewhat bigger. So the smaller molecules pass through the pore easily, but the larger molecules are retarded. Viscosity of the support media also affect the electrophoretic mobility, because if viscosity of the support media increases, is also slow down the migration. So this is how support media affect the electrophoretic mobility. Now last effect is effect of buffer. So composition of buffer, pH of buffer, temperature of buffer, as well as the ionic strength of the buffer also affect the electrophoretic mobility. So we will go into detail one by one. First is composition of the buffer. Normally buffers like formate buffer, acetate buffer, citrate buffer, phosphate buffer, EDTA buffer, acetate buffer, pyridine buffer, tris buffer, barbiton buffer are used for the separation of biomolecules in electrophoresis. But the choice of buffer, which buffer we will use for the separation, is depends on the type of sample being electrophoresed. Okay, so it is totally depends on the sample going to be electrophoresed. So the buffer can affect electrophoretic mobility if it is able to bind components of the sample being separated. If component of the sample bind strongly with the buffer ion, then with the buffer ion movement, sample ion will move fast. But if the component of sample being separated is or have less affinity towards the buffer, then their migration will be slower, because buffer ion migrates fast, and if affinity of sample component is low towards the buffer ion, then only buffer ion will move fast, but movement of sample ion will be retarded. So in this way, composition of buffer will affect the electrophoretic mobility. Second is the ionic strength of the buffer. So ionic strength is a measure of electric environment of ions in a solution. Means the number of ionization groups. So for example, positive groups and negatives groups. So increase in the ionic strength means large share of the current will be carried out by the buffer ion and a small proportion of carried by the sample ion, and hence retardation of the rate of migration. But if ionic strength decreases, means if the negativity or positivity of the buffer decreases, the large share of the current is carried out by the sample ion and hence separation is faster. So this is about ionic strength of the buffer. If we increase the ionic strength of the buffer, it means the net charge density of the buffer is more, then the migration will be slower. This is about buffer ion. But if ionic strength of the buffer ion is decreased, then the net charge which is or current which is carried out by the sample ion is bigger than the buffer ion. Hence, sample ion will move faster in such ionic strength buffer. So usually ionic strength of 0.05 molar to 0.1 molar is preferable for separation of biomolecules in electrophoresis. Next is the temperature of the buffer. Now, normally when we increase the electric field, strength of the electric field, temperature also increase because of the heat generation. So, increased in heat generation also increase the rate of migration. But this is up to certain limit. If heat is generated more, then it may be possible that sample ions may get denatured, and as well as it will also alter the characteristic of support medium. So if we increase the electric field, then it may leads to increase in the temperature, and if temperature of buffer increases, then it may leads to denaturation of sample as well as it alters the characteristic of support medium. So whenever we are going to choose a electric field, strength of electric field, we must have to consider the heat generation during the increase in the electric field. Last is the pH of the buffer. Normally, I have already discussed in a previous lecture that the pH determines the degree of ionization of an organic compound. If we use acidic buffer for the separation of biomolecules, that it may be possible that in acidic buffer the net charge density of H plus ion will increase, and due to presence of more H plus ion, the sample molecules will get more positive charge. And if we use basic buffer for the separation, OH minus ions will be very high into such buffer. So that's why sample ion will also have a net negative, more negative charge. So the pH of the buffer also determines the degree of ionization of organic compound. It can also affect the rate of migration of this compound. So the net charge of a particular compound depend upon the buffer and the resultant pH set by that buffer. So usually when pH increases, ionization of organic acid increases, and if pH decreases, then increase ionization of organic bases. For example, if we put a Zwitter ion, means ion having net zero charge into the buffer having acidic pH, then it may carry more positive charge due to ionization of amino group. But if we use basic buffer for the separation, then it may be possible that the sample ion may get more negative charge, or they become anion. So in this way, pH of the buffer affect the net charge density on the sample molecules as well as buffer molecules, and net charge density of the sample molecules affect the migration, because if net charge density on the sample molecules is higher, then the rate of migration will be fast. But if the net charge density of the sample molecules is low, then the migration will be retarded. So this is all about factors affecting electrophoretic mobility.